Hi everyone, I'm Crazy in Love, but you can also call me Deshay. And I want to do this video because I want to talk about graduate school. And I think I want to do a series, maybe just discuss certain topics leading up to graduate school. If it's something that you're interested in, please leave a comment below and I will continue to do so. A little bit about myself. I graduated college in August 2011 and with a BS in psychology, and I started graduate school 3 weeks later. I'm in the Ph.D. program for school psychology, and I just ended my second year, so I'm going into my third year. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. So let's talk a little bit about graduate school and some of the steps that you need to take that's going to get you there. First, a good rule of thumb is to start looking at graduate school, I would say junior year in college, because with the way that admissions and requirements go for graduate school, sometimes you have to apply a year in advance. So I would say definitely start shopping around your junior year, maybe the summer before your senior year. Start shopping around. Yeah, that is very, very important because you want to go ahead and meet those deadlines and get your applications in. And some of the components that come with the application, of course, will be your personal statement. So that's going to include things like things about your life, your experiences, and how it relates to the field and what you're interested in. And yeah, that's pretty much your personal statement. So I would say to try writing that up as soon as you can. Also, you want to start building your curriculum vitae. Now, a curriculum vitae is very similar to a resume. Resume is pretty much a summation of your work experience. With a curriculum vitae, it's pretty much an academic resume. It's going to include your education, your experiences related to your education. Like, for instance, I included on my curriculum vitae my bachelor's, my Ph.D., which is in process, and then my experiences related to school psychology. So things such as being an instructor. I was a student instructor in undergrad for like 3 years. Also, I worked in a basic skills clinic, and that's pretty much working with children who have learning disabilities, specific learning disabilities, autism, who need extra help in building and maintaining basic skills such as getting along, learning to share, coping skills, different things like that. So I work in a clinic doing that. I also included work experience that would relate to my education. So this year I worked as a case manager, and that entails a great deal. My case management was specifically crisis intervention, so I listed that on my curriculum vitae. So different things like that. I hope I explained that good enough. Also, you want to start getting people who are familiar with your academics, your community services, and your experiences related to the field that you want to go into. You want to start asking people to write you letter of recommendation. So that could be a professor, an advisor, your academic advisor, or your supervisor, different things like that. You kind of want a comprehensive type of recommendation. So maybe somewhere from academics, somewhere from work experience, someone you don't want to do personal. I wouldn't say get your best friend to write you a letter of recommendation, but someone who is just familiar with your body of work thus far. That's very important. And let's see, GRE. Now, they're depending on what graduate school or what program you're interested in, definitely look at their requirements. That is very, very, very important because you want to make sure that you fulfill each one of those requirements. So that means taking a GRE. For any graduate program, you have to take the GRE. It's a given. So I would say find out when you want to take your GRE and give yourself at least 3 months in advance to start preparing for it, because that test is not easy and it's going to prompt you to draw upon knowledge that I wouldn't say that you've used often. So yeah, definitely give yourself time to prepare for that, because it's very important. The scores, I'm not going to say that they're not important, but it's a very important piece of your application. So you just want to make sure that you have applied yourself and prepared for that test, because it is an important part of your application to graduate school. And just be sure that you're up on the minimum. You have to make a minimum score in order to be admitted. And even if you don't make the minimum score, I say still apply, but they usually give you a good window of where they want you to be or what scores that they're looking for. Let's see. I'm kind of just going off the top. I probably should have written this down. When you're looking for graduate programs, be sure to make sure that the programs are legitimate and that they have the proper credentials. So on any program site, you can look that up. For instance, psychology. I'm doing school psychology, so in particular, I looked for a NASP accreditation. That's the National Association for School Psychology. I had to be sure that the program that I applied for had that credential. That is very, very important, because if it doesn't, then it invalidates your degree. Is not validated. APA is also very important in psychology specifically. Now my program in particular is still pretty new. It came out in 2009, so they're in the process of getting accreditation. So Lord willing, we'll have accreditation by the time I start applying for pre-doctoral internships and different things like that. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. So, if you guys like that and would like to know more about graduate school and applying for different programs, hit me up. And I'd be willing to help out and make more videos. Thank you for stopping by, and have a good day.